Every minute you live is a chance to move closer to the life you want. Most people wait for the right time, but achievers create it. If you're ready to stop watching the clock and start owning every second, this message is for you. Every minute you live holds a pulse of potential, a spark that can be turned into meaningful progress if you choose to recognize it. Most people overlook the small pockets of time in their day, believing that only big stretches of effort create results. But transformation doesn't begin with hours of work. It begins with a single choice made in a single moment. When you start treating every minute as an opportunity instead of something to pass, your entire perspective shifts. You stop waiting for motivation and start generating it. You stop saying later and start acting now. That mindset alone separates those who grow from those who remain stuck. Every minute carries energy, and energy flows where intention goes. When you use 1 minute to breathe, to reset your mind, to redirect your focus, you strengthen your inner power. When you use a minute to take one step, send one message, read one paragraph, do one rep, learn one new thing, you create momentum. And that momentum is everything. It's the quiet force that builds confidence. It's the movement that builds discipline. It's the proof that you are capable of action, even when you don't feel like acting. Once you understand the value of a single minute, you stop taking time for granted. There are people who have changed their lives, not by making massive moves, but by mastering small minutes. 1 minute of courage can start a business. 1 minute of honesty can fix a relationship. 1 minute of clarity can redirect your entire path. The truth is, life isn't transformed in dramatic moments. It's transformed in the ones that seem ordinary. When you approach each minute like it matters, you remove the limits you once placed on yourself. And here's the real power. The more you honor the minute in front of you, the more your life begins to expand. You stop wasting time doubting, overthinking, or delaying. You start living deliberately. You start creating instead of waiting. You start becoming someone who moves forward even in the smallest increments. Every minute becomes a building block. And when you stack enough of them with purpose and intensity, there is nothing you cannot achieve. Momentum is not born from massive action. It comes from small, consistent steps that accumulate until they become unstoppable force. Most people think they need a breakthrough or a dramatic change to move forward, but the truth is that progress begins with micro actions, simple intentional moves that shape your habits, your mindset, and ultimately your results. When you understand that even the smallest action counts, you free yourself from the pressure of perfection and step into the power of consistency. Every minute offers a choice. Stay still or move a little. And every time you choose movement, even if it's tiny, you send a message to your mind that you are committed to growth. That message matters. It rewires your thinking. It strengthens your discipline. It builds the identity of someone who takes action rather than waits for ideal conditions. One push-up leads to 2. One page leads to a chapter. One idea leads to a breakthrough. That's how compound progress works. Gradually, quietly, then all at once. Micro actions create momentum because they are easy to start and impossible to ignore. When you take one small step, your brain naturally wants to take another. You create a rhythm, a flow, a sense of movement that makes it harder to stop than to continue. This is how you break cycles of procrastination. This is how you silence self-doubt. This is how you build unshakable discipline. You're not trying to conquer a mountain in one day. You're simply placing one foot in front of the other. And that is enough to change everything. The beauty of momentum is that it doesn't require perfection or intensity. It only requires commitment. Even on your worst days, you can take a micro action. You can make that call. You can drink that water. You can clean that corner. You can write that sentence. These actions may seem small, but they are the gateway to bigger moves. They are the difference between a stagnant life and a life that grows. Because when you honor small steps, you build the habit of action. And action is what transforms dream to reality. Over time, those micro actions merge into a powerful momentum that pushes you forward, lifts your confidence, and expands what you believe is possible. Your future is not a distant destination waiting to be reached. It is being created every second by the choices you make right now. Too many people fall into the trap of waiting for the perfect moment to begin convincing themselves that conditions need to be just right before they can take action. But the truth is, the only real power you have is in the present moment, in the very minute you're living. This is where change happens. This is where your life is shaped. When you truly grasp that your future depends on what you do right now, you stop procrastinating and start owning your power. The small decisions you make today, this hour, this minute, build the foundation for everything that follows. A single minute spent focused on your goals, your growth, your dreams is a minute invested in your future success. It's a seed planted that will grow into something greater. Conversely, a minute wasted in doubt, distraction, or inactivity is a missed opportunity that sets you back. Time doesn't pause. Life keeps moving forward whether you're intentional or not. That means that if you don't take control of your minutes, your future will be shaped by default, by circumstance, by other people's expectations, by habit. But when you become deliberate with your time, you become the architect of your destiny. You take responsibility for what you want and how you get there. The power to change your trajectory lies in the present moment. Every minute counts because it's part of a larger story, your story. When you choose to act with purpose in this very second, you shift the direction of your life. You build habits that support your vision. You reinforce belief in yourself. You create a momentum that carries you beyond obstacles and challenges. Your future is not some far-off prize, it's the sum of your present actions. Own it. Use it. Because the minutes you invest today become the reality you live tomorrow. The key is simple: don't wait. Take that next step right now.